It would seem as if Corey Holcomb is about to attempt to engage in administrative violence against all of the people that have a negative view on his latest behavior and actions. Let's see what another content creator has to say about that. So when we last left Corey Holcomb, he had a email address that he wanted people to send clips and names to in order to find out who's using his likeness and his videos in order to paint him in a negative light. All right. Now we've seen all of the antics. We saw the argument between him and Anton. We've seen him talk about all other content creators. We've seen Poetik Flakko accuse him of maybe possibly being a PDF, okay, things like that. We've seen him mush the woman in front of the comedy club, TMZ, expose that, okay, and all of that, right? So some people are on the side of, and some people are on the side of Corey Holcomb. They're saying, well, you know, TMZ and other people, part of the backdoor gang, they're all out to get him, right? And there's some people on the other side that says, you know what, Corey Holcomb is, you know, he's a decent comedian, but he hasn't done himself any favors in recent years, or even the last couple of months, all right? But Poetik Flakko picked up on this, and I talked about this during my last live stream about Corey Holcomb, is that Corey Holcomb is attempting, I believe, to try to maybe engage in some type of mass takedown of his videos. At the very least, try to have these videos or have the AdSense of these videos go to him because we're using his video and his likeness, okay?
Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
And this will be going against fair use because I guess somehow we didn't transform the content, things like that, right? He obviously doesn't know how fair use works. But in any case, Poetik Flakko is going to talk about this latest threat that Corey Holcomb has put against all these content creators and a way that you individually could combat this, all right? So we're going to get into this video, of course. Before I do, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, add the notification bell. If you want to further donate or contribute to the channel, hit the join button down below to become a part of the Working Man Union, all right? Join the channel, all right? Hype the video, please. That would get me better up in the algorithm, so I'm sure most of you know how to do that already by now, I hope. And hit the Cash App $sign Mr. Normie, because I do this for fun, but I also, as always, do this for funds. Let's get to the reaction.
Corey is attempting to run the same play that all bad faith actors on YouTube try to run when they get criticized. He's trying to silence your favorite YouTubers, right? The one who are making videos on him. And he believes that he will be successful even though all the bad faith actors before him.
Are they gonna run it and try to chop it and screw it the way they want, or chop it and screw it? But for my people, listen to me. All of these videos that are being put out there about me, that's gonna be my money.
You see there? He said, that's gonna be my money.
If you're broke, just say that.
You wanna make me famous? Unfortunately, you're doing evil things and saying lies about me. That's okay. I say, God, this how you want me to get the bag?
On the latest episode of his podcast, Corey was hinting towards how he then came up and discovered this new way to shut up YouTube critics, to bankrupt us, take all of our money because we were criticizing him. Again, just like every other bad faith actors in the past, right? They want to shut up people who are speaking about them. So Corey was bragging about how he has discovered this new way to take all of our money and bankrupt us.
Dirt to try to get gigs canceled. You YouTubers ain't Y'all ain't got no power. I'm gonna show you you ain't got no power.
And there was a guy in my comment section, by the way, that did the same thing. And I guess he alluded to, he took a screenshot and sent it to Corey Holcomb too. I mean, I don't know if you did, brother, but if you did, I mean, I'm sorry that you feel that way about my content. All good. But in any case, again, Corey Holcomb is going to try to get on this campaign to silence or at the very least punish people that had criticism about his latest actions.
Even though I know you guys are incentivized by TMZ, and that's why they're gonna have to give me a check for that.
So I'm working with TMZ. I work with TMZ.
But you YouTubers who used your little power to try and bring drama to me, your check is mine. I just didn't know how to do it before. Now we got the game down packed. In a couple of weeks, you're gonna see 5150 collect checks from these cake-ass YouTubers. I never chased it like that. That's why I didn't know. I just thought, I'm going to do my show and give it to the game. But there's a way you can make it where when people use your name and likeness, you know what I'm saying? That's to be taxed, especially if they got sponsors. Oh, my God. I'm counting the money. I'm counting the money.
Corey is preparing himself to be really embarrassed. Either he's getting some really terrible legal advice. I don't know who's giving you this legal advice, bro, but it's terrible. Or you did your own Googles and came up with this terrible idea in your head. First off, man, there's not a way, right, for you to take away people's YouTube income from either that video, especially their sponsorship money from a third party, right? There's no way. Them speaking about you or critiquing you in a video is protected speech.
I agree with you. That is protected speech. Now, us criticizing you and reacting to things that you said, all right? And some people are putting their own spin on it, okay? If you're accusing the man of something, then that's different, right? But things that Poetik, Flakko, and other people have done where they're taking your words and just displayed it and say, hey, y'all, I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he said these things in the past, right? And, insinuations maybe, okay, but direct accusations, I don't think so. And to say, well, you said these things in the past, well, we have a right to critique that because whether it's in the past or now, I mean, look at all these athletes, look at these actors, look at these politicians. They said things in the past, and it came back to haunt them. It's happened to a lot of people that are in the public eye. You are no different, sir, unfortunately.
Speak about you all they want, and you can't take their money from them, all right? And definitely not no sponsorship or third-party money. Absolutely not. Now, there's maneuvers that other bad faith actors have tried in the past regarding YouTube, but
Fresh and fit, looking at you.
That's already been patched. and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to patch it. But Corey believes that if you use his name or his picture in your thumbnails, that he could take all the money from your YouTube video.
I do this on Tuesdays. So during the week, y'all get to lie on me. Y'all get to do all that shit. But keep putting my name and whatever in your thumbnail because I need that money. I really do. I didn't know that you can do what I'm about to do to all you cake-ass but keep, the thumbnail is when you present it on YouTube. Am I right? Yeah, keep doing it. I need you to get them likes up on your channel and everything because here I come. I'm not trying to discourage you at all. I want you to keep doing it because it's about to come to an end. And the only reason it's coming to an end is because the Backdooria Army came in 5150.
The Backdooria Army.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
He always talks about these people. Again, there's a conspiracy against Corey Holcomb to have him taken off the air because he's speaking too much truth, all right? Just saying.
It's a whole army of them. They coming at us, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's time for me to show the game. You know what I'm saying? I got it under control. Everybody think that I'm up now. I ain't up. No. I ain't up by far. I've been putting in too much work, man.
You the one that came out and said that you were losing kids, Corey Holcomb, not us. You the one came out and said, bro, whether you were joking about it or not, I mean, it's whatever. But you're the one that said that, you're losing this and that because of all these accusations coming out against you.
I ain't up. Last week, I ain't gonna lie. My mother called me. And my mother was like, what's going on? What is all this? Why is everybody talking about? I was like, Mama, I've been doing this a long time. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. It's like laugh now, cry later. That's what's happening right now.
Peep the difference between how Corey Holcomb talks about TMZ and how he talks about YouTubers. He thinks we're weak or something. Corey Holcomb thinks that we're like lambs and we're sitting ducks. He could come and violate and take everything that we ever worked for unconstitutionally, and we're just gonna sit by and let it happen.
No. Wait, Poetik, Flakko, because in other live streams, he said that lawyer guy that he got walking around, whoever the guy in there, I forgot his name. The one that was talking against the lead attorney, but he said they got a case not only against us, us cake-ass YouTubers, but he also has a case against TMZ via whoever that black woman is, the one of the editors of TMZ, I guess. So, but yeah, he thinks he can talk real greasy about us because YouTube ain't nothing, right? We're the low fish on the totem pole, apparently, to Corey Holcomb.
And when Corey Holcomb's mom called him, I wonder if he told his mama the real reason why people haven't making videos about him. I wonder if he told his mama, hey, mama, I was caught on video stepping to a woman, closing a distance between us, and then hitting her. Hey, mama, man, they've been making videos about me because, on my podcast, I was making jokes about being attracted to children. Mama probably said, jokes? How's that a joke, Corey? He ain't.
How is that a joke, Corey? That's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know.
The reason why people been talking about him. The only reason I'm making this video is because Corey Holcomb is attempting to prey on and victimize YouTubers because he don't like them criticizing him. He's trying to infringe on their First Amendment protected right. It's not gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna show every one of you guys exactly how to combat Corey and how if we all do our jobs, this is gonna end very badly for Corey. I'm not afraid of Corey Holcomb at all. I'm not a sitting duck. I made $70,000 last month on YouTube. My last YouTube check was $70,000 by talking about people like Corey Holcomb on YouTube.
Bruh, I wish I could make that much money right about now.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Damn. 70 G's? 70 racks? I mean, yeah, man. My revenue right now, even though I'm low on totem pole, I'm trying to get to where, Flakko and Corey's at, but my revenue pales in comparison to that, brother. So I mean, I'm a little afraid, but I mean, I'm gonna do my due diligence.
I'm financially good, bro. All right, my bills don't surpass about $7,000 a month. Like that's my bills total. So I'm straight. I'm stacked up. I could go to legal war with Corey Holcomb any day. I'm like, Corey can't do a goddamn thing to me. But I'm making these videos to show you guys even though some of you guys may have limited resources, y'all can still fight back against Corey and he won't win and he won't beat you, okay? Because I know exactly what Corey Holcomb is planning to do, even though he's trying to keep it a secret. See, Corey is even roping his audience into this, telling his audience that they should send in names of YouTubers making videos about him. That's an admission that he's doing this to silence speech, which you can't do on YouTube.
And put forth what needed to be put forth to stop the nonsense. But I'm not gonna lie, this media giant has other ways of getting at me and they getting at me. But I'm telling you, all you bloggers, you can stop it because you belong to me. In a week or two, you're gonna see all this stuff you did to make me famous. It's unfortunate because I was lied on, but that's going to be my money.
Your money.
From my video.
Your video.
I never did this before because I never had to. But I'm like, oh, y'all gonna lie? Okay, you think you could just say what you want to say with my name and likeness and nothing happens?
Yes, Corey.
Enemy spotted.
That's exactly what we do. We can say whatever we want. Well, not whatever we want, but as long as in the community guidelines of YouTube and whatever platform they're speaking on or talking about you, as long as they're in the guidelines of fair use and they're not, actively accusing you of anything that could be brought up in a court of law or a civil court, then yeah, we have the right to critique you up to a certain point. Yes, the fuck we can.
Enemy spotted.
You'll see. That's going to be my video you made. So please keep it up. Don't let up this week, next week, or the week after that.
We here.
I need this money. I'm trying to pay off this other property I just got. So keep it coming, because I'm going to display the check on the show. And listen, all my 5150 people, I have created an email where, wait a minute, first of all, I don't want to forget this about leading a law, because I said something else. Here's an email. Listen, the email is 5150submit@gmail.com.
5150submit@gmail.com.
Target acquired.
Now, the brother that was in my comment section allegedly said he sent a screenshot of my content to this email. So we'll see if somebody comes for me in the coming weeks. But in any case, this is the takedown or the IP money transfer, whatever attempt right here.
He makes it perfectly clear, too, that he's only doing this because people have been talking about the jokes he's been making. And we all know what that means. He is upset and he's spiraling out of control because people have been taking a stance against Corey Holcomb telling jokes about being attracted to children.
Yeah, one day I was living with this lady and her daughters crawled in the bed and I ain't have on shit. Yeah. I was up under the cover. Wow. And I was like, oh, and one of her daughters was like, her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts. Her daughter was going to be thick like her mama. I know that much. This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth. And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle, as far as it'll go, just sucking on it, walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said, you know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with it. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I said, that's a little growing right there. And
He wants that to stop. He wants that, you reacting and talking about that to stop. But unfortunately for Corey, it's not going to stop because there's nothing he could do about it. But he's speaking due to some bad advice. He's speaking as if he already has it figured out and the money has already came in and we're already done. Hear how he's speaking. And then I'm going to tell you guys exactly what he's planning and how to stop it.
all of these bloggers that you see lying about Corey Holcomb and the way he does things, because I've been doing these jokes for a long time, and I live a real good life doing these jokes. So you can say whatever you want to say about me and the jokes I crack, okay? But if you see these bloggers and they have a significant following, I would say at least 500 or more. Really, I want more than that. Matter of fact, if they got over 1,000 people listening to them.
That's me, unfortunately. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want you to send an email to that address. This is where we're collecting them, where I'm going to collect my money. I think we need to have a big 5150 party after they have to start sending checks to me. And I'm talking about, yo, I am so glad I did this research to find out about this stuff. But here's another thing about leading a law. Abe, you know what video I'm talking about, right? Listen, I want to say this again. I believe that Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, was a great philosophizer.
You won't get a dime, not a penny, all right? Not 1 ounce of penny of my money. I promise you that, bro. And I'm gonna show everybody else how they can make sure you won't get a penny of their money either, okay? So let's break down exactly what Corey Holcomb is planning and how you could stop it if you are a small YouTuber. Because as you guys just heard it, he's targeting YouTubers who's doing 500 views. He's going after YouTubers with 500 views who he believes is weak and have no protection. But no, we see you. We identify with you, and we're standing next to you. You're not by yourself on this. Corey Holcomb is not going to intimidate you. Corey
Appreciate that, brother.
Holcomb plans on putting a content ID claim on his content. So when you react to it, you will get this screen right here where it tells you content used, Corey Holcomb, et cetera, et cetera. Now, it will be no restrictions. However, Corey Holcomb would take all the money from the video. Corey Holcomb's perspective is, well, if I just make it hard for them to monetize their content, then they would just stop talking about me and all the bad things I do won't go talked about. See, here's the thing. You have options. You talking about Corey Holcomb is fair use. Even though he has a content ID claim on the video, there's still steps you could take. Obviously, a lot of you guys already know about the dispute process, the first dispute. So you will obviously click on dispute to dispute the content ID claim. This first step, a lot of you guys are already familiar with, but it doesn't stop here. You would appeal it on the basis of fair use. There's a second step here. So if you already know about the first step, just be patient because we still have to break it down for others who don't. So when you click on fair use exception, in the description box it gives you, you want to put my content falls under the Copyright Act's fair use exception. My content is educational, mixed with commentary. It's transformative in nature and does not infringe on the original party right to monetize their content.
Sure, you're right. Transformative educational. And it's not infringing on the original content creators. Yeah, they can still monetize even though I'm reacting to their stuff. Sure, you're right.
That's a script you want to use. Now, what's going to happen is the first step, don't be discouraged. The first step is going to get denied because it's sent to Corey, right? So they send it to Corey and say, hey, Corey, this content creator says this is fair use. Do you want to lift your content ID claim?
No.
Corey would then say no, because obviously Corey Holcomb is a POS. So he'll say, no, I don't. No, it's my money, cool. Right. So then they would refuse to lift it. However, the minute you file the appeal, the money goes into escrow. It doesn't go to Corey. So you have to do it as quickly as possible. Now, Corey Holcomb will say no. They will send it back to you. Now, this is where the second step comes in. They will send it back to you. And you would have an option to appeal what a Corey Holcomb decision was, and it will be sent to YouTube. Now, on the second appeal, you do the same script. Appeal, fair use exception, and then what you want to also make sure is include a link of Corey Holcomb saying that he's doing this to silence you. Just link this video or link Corey Holcomb's own video where Corey Holcomb is saying he's doing this to stop people from talking about his jokes. In the second appeal, you put the same script I give you, and then you add, this is retaliation and an attack on my First Amendment protected right. What would happen now? It gets sent to YouTube on the second appeal. YouTube would then say, hey, Corey, this is a legal matter. You have 2 weeks to file a copyright lawsuit against this person, or else we would have to lift it. So now Corey would now have to take you to court. However, Corey is going to lose in court. You know why? Because Corey Holcomb already admitted this is a direct attack to silence you.
Okay, so Poetik Flakko's give you the game on how to file or how to combat it on the first hit and then appeal it on the second hit. And if it does, then he's already said publicly that he's doing this to he's saying that he's getting back at his detractors or whatever, us YouTubians, but it's really a retaliation against what people have said about him, because unless you've levied some type of allegation to him, unless you just react to his content, which he has plenty of, you can't do that, right? It's protected under fair use if you're transforming the video correctly. Like me, I got fair use on front of the video. I got a 1.25 speed, right? I'm taking breaks to add commentary in between things he's saying or to make certain points. I'm transforming the video, making it more educational than what even Poetik Flakko has done, because I put my own personal opinion on top of what he's already said, right? That is covered under some type of fair use, you know what I'm saying? So if I just played the whole 23-minute video and just let him talk, of course it wouldn't be at normal speed, and I didn't say barely anything. That would not be fair use, right? Because what I'm doing it this way is covered.
Once this go to court, anti-slap laws would automatically dismiss Corey Holcomb's lawsuit, probably within like a month. Okay, you probably don't even need a legal. To be honest, Corey Holcomb has messed up so bad by admitting that he's doing this to silence you, that when this BS goes to court, the anti-slap laws will get this dismissed so freaking fast. But what happens is, and why it's crucial that every one of you guys have to go to the second appeal process, even though the language YouTube is like gonna give you, like, are you sure it could be a strike if you do? You wanna say yes, file the second appeal, because if Corey Holcomb does this to, let's say, I don't know, 100 YouTubers, and we all do this, well, he's gonna have to sue each and every one of us individually. Corey Holcomb money ain't that long. And then also, too, he don't even got a case. He's gonna lose. So even if he files 100, he's gonna lose 100. He's wasting his time and his money. But you can't be the YouTuber who says, oh, I'm scared of Corey. I'm gonna just stop talking about Corey, and so I don't have to deal with this. You can't be that YouTuber, bruh. I'm good. I don't need 100 people to appeal this or file this for me to be good. I can fight Corey how I fight Corey in court. I'm straight. I got the bread. But if you're a small YouTuber and you want to look out for other small YouTubers, you have to stand in solidarity. You have to file the second appeal. The second appeal is going to demand that Corey Holcomb file an official lawsuit against everybody he put a content ID claim on. And not just for for each individual claim. So if you drop 5 videos that month on like Corey Holcomb has to file 5 lawsuits against you. 5. Or else they're going to lift each individual one. So now we have a situation here. If everybody goes through with the second appeal, Corey Holcomb will literally have to file thousands of lawsuits to keep this up.
Oh, and by the way, at some point, I believe YouTube would come in and say that you're abusing the fair use laws or something like that. You're abusing the content ID laws or something on YouTube, the policy, and they would boot his channel if YouTube caught when he was doing this to people unfairly. That would be very detrimental to his channel and his brand and his money.
Corey Holcomb ain't moving forward with no lawsuit, bruh. Don't be afraid to say, man, I don't have money for a lawsuit. He's not going to sue you. Corey will have to file thousands of lawsuits every month for this to work. Ultimately, what's going to happen is Corey Holcomb is going to stop pursuing this and realize he can't attack free speech, and he's going to fall flat on his face.
Now, what I would add is, like I said, people have reacted to Corey Holcomb before this whole set of situations, circumstances happened. So he would also have to go back and sue everybody that started suing him or that started reacting to his content before the Anton Daniels situation, before the woman at the comedy club, before the allegations or the past videos of PDF talk came out. So he would have to go all the way back. He couldn't just start here. If he would be fair, he had to go all the way back to people that was writing to everything he's ever done on social media. So I'm gonna stop it right there. I think Poetik Flakko did a great job breaking this down, man, and he's upset about it. I am too, because you're threatening my bread for having an opinion, and you're threatening Poetik Flakko's bread for having an opinion, and everybody else that's reacting to your content, you coming after us. So I agree with Poetik Flakko. Stand in solidarity. Hopefully he doesn't come for me, but if he does, hey, I'll do what I have to do depending on my situation, all right? And with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of the Working Man Podcast. I am your host, Nicholas J. Fury. Let me know what you think about Corey Holcomb's attempt to silence his haters, the critiques, the YouTubians, struggle streamers, if you will, myself included. Down in the comment section, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell, and be out of the door, and I will see you on the next video.